Yo, what's up, everybody? And we look at that. We even screwed up the intro there in the beginning, but we are back. Take two. Let us know. We're sorry about the problems. The echoes. We're not. Listen, we talk baseball, right? We're not technical guys. We're not big on the technical side. We trial and error. We were just saying how we haven't had that issue in a while. Well, it popped up again right when you least expected. So, again, welcome to the show, everybody. Mets Marlins tonight after an electric night at Citi Field last night. Just craziness with Nolan McLean, who's now all of a sudden an ace. He's an ace on the staff, and he's the ace on the staff. I trust him more than Peterson at this point. The way he's just come out there and dominated. I mean, 7 innings against the Braves, only 2 runs. 5 innings scoreless his first outing. Last night, 8 scoreless innings in the biggest game of the season. The game the Mets had to win. They couldn't go win 2 out of 3. They couldn't do anything like that. They had to sweep that series. And Nolan McLean went out there and he made sure of it. 6-0. The Mets get the win. And Brett, I mean, what do you think about it?
Very jealous that you were at the game last night. I was sitting there. I was working last night, and that was kind of an incredible performance to watch this guy go at this point. 3-0, first Met to ever do it somehow, which is the case. To watch him spin the ball the way he spins the ball, to watch him make the Phillies look silly, and to make Schwarber, Harper, Bohm, Real Muto, that's when you know he's got it. 3 starts in a row. We have something now. Like, you feel the energy back. You now feel like it's not like, if this didn't work out, you wouldn't feel that way about Tong coming and pitching tomorrow night. Now you feel good about all this. The future looks bright, like right now.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Listen, it's a huge. It's now going to become after last night. It's going to become an event at Citi Field every time he pitches. It's going to be like Harvey was a couple years ago. It's going to be like Gooden was in '85. It's going to be like DeGrom became for a while, where it was just DeGrom's pitching. You got to get in front of a TV set. You got to get a ticket to the game. You got to get there. You got to see. You don't want to miss it. Remember when DeGrom was pitching, we'd be upset. Gave up what? He gave up 2 runs. It's the 6th inning. What do you mean? Is he okay? And
imagine a DeGrom, but we score runs.
That's what it is. That's what it's been. I mean, he's given up 2 runs in 3 starts. 2 runs in 3 starts.
To see him keep that velocity in the 8th, when he comes out and he throws and he's hitting 97 in the 8th. And yeah, listen, we'll give you, these are professional hitters. They got a couple base hits off of him.
He had a 1-hitter in the 7th inning.
Listen, he would have had a perfect game if it wasn't for Beatty laying another ball, because it's the only way he knows how to feel. It was a very hard hit ball, but if you make that play, it's a perfect game going into that point. And yeah, that doesn't even matter, because you need to just win this game. And like, the fact that you knew there was no better option but to leave him in there, that's the best feeling in the world. I'm so glad they didn't go, let's take him out in the 8th.
Well, because lost in this whole thing is Helsley stinks, right? The other night, they bailed him out. But you can't give up a 2-run homer to Bader in that situation. I mean, you can't do that. And that was a huge hit for the Braves, for the Phillies. The Phillies just had to win one. The Mets are in the Phillies' heads, right? And they have veteran players on that team. And they were saying, I'm sure Harper and Schwarber and them are sitting in the dugout and sitting in the locker room going, guys, we just got to beat them once. If we beat them once out of these 3, we can bury this team. And they couldn't do it, and they came out flat last night. They got buried by McLean. But you know what I like to see last night in that 8th inning? I think it was in the 8th inning. The 2 with the runner on third, first and third. No, he had nobody out. First and third, nobody out. He was able to get out of it, obviously. But the fly ball to right field, the Soto throw to the plate. The fly ball to left field, the throw to the plate to hold the guy at third. Now, I get it. They're down 6-0. They don't want to take a risk. But those balls had some mustard on it. They put everything behind it. They were smacking each other 5 because why? Because they wanted to get this kid the shutout. That was big to them. That run didn't matter. The Phillies weren't coming back either way. But the Mets wanted to get him the shutout, and they wanted to keep it scoreless after 8. And that shows a lot. The whole team's behind this kid.
And that's the stuff where, and we've watched this in the past with DeGrom when he would have other pitchers around him, or even all of a sudden, when you're another pitcher, you don't think that a kid comes up and shows you up in a way, and they love it, not in a bad way. You don't think that they come out and like want to have that better performance and want to have that extra inning. I know there should feel that way every time, but how many times have you seen pitchers like that show performances like that, and it starts to lift up? Like, all of a sudden now we've had a couple starts where guys are going 7 innings. A guy went 8 innings.
Yeah, we had 6 months. We went 6 months without a pitcher going into the 7th. That wasn't named Peterson.
So it's like, I mean, yeah, we buried ourselves a little bit, but now all of a sudden we've cut it to 4 games within the Phillies. We're stretching out our lead against the Reds. we have what feels like more of a rotation starting to like unfold. I just, I still don't have faith in the guys that we look and like, what are we going to get out of Clay Holmes tonight? And what are we getting out of Manaya? And what are we getting out of Senga? And so,
yeah, but we got good. It was decent for Senga and Manaya the last time around. They pitched games 1 and 2 of that series. Manaya was okay.
But we need consistency, and so we've seen good start, bad start with all those guys, and so listen. If this offense keeps doing what they do, if Mark Vientos continues to be that Mark Vientos
is crazy.
If Brett Beatty continues on the tear he's on, and if Alonso and Soto and Lindor can just keep up pace with what they're supposed to do, this team is like they're gonna have their 5 runs a night. They're gonna have their 6 runs a night, and that's the team we've been waiting for all year. We didn't have that. We were winning 3-2 games. Early in the year, we were not winning 7-5, 7-2. So this offense is going to be what drives it. And you add some starting pitching like this?
Yeah, I mean, listen, I don't know how good Tong is going to be, and we hope it's good. He's very young. This McClain, we're sitting here and we're like, well, of course he's going to be better. He's going to be even better. And Sproat's going to be even better than that.
I don't. Yeah,
pump the brakes. This is a rare thing. You don't get this a lot. Kids come up and struggle. They struggle.
Some guys come up and they may just be very nervous. You know what I mean? Like it's a nerve-wracking thing. Like, and you watch McClain just didn't have that. You even watch him late in that game. The closest thing you saw to when adrenaline is when he gets out of it and he pumps his fist a little bit.
I think he knows he's better. I think he knows he's better than the hitter.
That's the thing is where you're going to see like Tong, if you all of a sudden you're not hitting the strike zone, which has sometimes been it's been the same problem for all 3 of these guys in the minors. Their only issues have been issuing walks, averaging for all of them somewhere around 4 walks per 9 innings, which in the major leagues can get you into a lot of trouble. But when you have the stuff like these guys have, and don't forget like, the catchers they're working with have all worked with them too. They've all been back and forth, whether it be Senger, Alvarez, Torrens. They've worked with these guys exclusively. So over the last whatever, some of these guys have a little bit of a rapport. I just really see that Tong, again, you're not. What did we ask for out of McClain this first time? We go, we're not looking for you to go, shut the guy out or have a one hitter. We go, we're looking for you to give up only 2 or 3 runs, give us 6+ innings. And at that point, that's quality start. Anything better, which we've gotten a lot better, we'll take it.
I don't know if it's that he looks older. He's a little, listen, Tong is coming from AA, where if you go to like a high school baseball game, that's the amount of people that are at the AA game. AAA, he's only pitched 2 starts. Now, in AAA, you might get, like a Ducks type of situation, like a 5,000 people, maybe 8 to 10,000 people. Now you're looking at down the stretch, New York City, pennant race, September. It's going to be a full house.
You want to know why you're wrong a little bit? This is the guy who just started and played in the MLB Futures game and lit it up in front of a big crowd with all the best people watching and on the world's biggest stage. And listen, they're not phased. That's the best part about these guys. So you are right. This is a much different thing. These are much better batters. I would be a little iffy if we were bringing him up in that spot last night. As his first start.
You don't start him last night. That's a must-win game last night, Brett. That's a must. You want to chase this? Do you want to hunt down the Phillies? That's a must-win game. They couldn't go back to 5 or 6. They needed to get it at 4. Now they have some room to play with. Okay, now you got to beat the Marlins. You got to what is it 3? Is it 4 against the Marlins?
Marlins have been good since they were horrible. So the Marlins
were good. Most of this year, the Marlins were good. Look, they're in 3rd place.
They put themselves in such a right. So they've been playing. Let me tell you, they've been playing much better baseball the last 2 months than the Mets have. So you can't sleep on the Marlins.
The Marlins are trying to get to 500. The Marlins want to be a 500 team this year. Now they're slipped a little bit. They're 9 games under. Is that what it says? Yeah, 9 games under. But that's their goal. They're not going anywhere, obviously. But the Marlins have something to play for. And the Marlins have ruined the Mets season before. Those games in 2008. What was that right? 2008. The very last game at Shea. They ruined the Mets seasons.
That is where we will be playing. That is where we will be playing our final 3 games of the year. We'll be in Miami to finish out this year. Me and Bob, we will look at the airfare when we're done. That's not,
you get it cheap, right? You get it cheap. You can get it cheap.
If we pull something good, we got one of these Topps Chrome from this year. We're going to see if we can pull out maybe like something
Brett's
special.
Out there spending hundreds of dollars on baseball cards. I didn't even know they still sold baseball cards like that. I didn't know it was like that. I think that's all they sell though now. Stuff like that, right? They don't sell like packs of cards.
We're in the hobby.
we sit next to Marlins, man.
We're in the hunt. Yeah, no, forget Marlins fan. No way. But I'm going to be honest with you. Like, it's the offense that we can watch this starting pitching all day, and we hope and pray that Holmes can be more consistent and give us at least something into the 5th or 6th. And even Minaya got into trouble in that game, and I don't think they should have taken him out at that point, and they do. And of course, it's the same scenario. Like, but
what do you do with Helsley now? What do you do with Helsley? Because he can't come in these big spots, right? He can't come in.
Throw him right back out. You throw him right back out.
I think disagree. 100%. I think they figured out Rogers. Rogers, you got to bring him in the beginning of an inning, right? You can't bring Rogers in with first and second one out. Bring Rogers in clean inning, let him do it, and he's good.
So that's exactly how this goes. Ready? So Rogers is the clean inning bit. Bring him in, nobody on base because the dinks and dunks. Ready?
They were bringing him in like the first and second. He was just Soto spitting the bit.
Soto is the clean up the mess when people are on left.
First and third, one out. Soto comes in.
Right. That I can see with the lefty, type of stuff. But at the same time, Helsley, you're going to want Helsley in your spot. You got to go for it. You've been given a little bit. No, listen, you've made it. Now you went. If that's, I don't think that's who you're going to get. These guys get hit. You've watched Edwin Diaz go through.
I know, and yeah, you're right.
Every really good elite hard thrower, or once in a while they get lit up and their stuff's just not doing quite that movement they're used to, or whatever. He looks nervous and shook, and I think he will settle down, and I will not give up on him. He is too good, Bob.
It's not like New York's too big for him, because St. Louis is as big a baseball town as New York is.
Not any of that. It is a guy who got a little unlucky and is now in his own head, and I don't know what it is. They were talking
fastball.
About
They're killing his fastball. Yeah. Bader hit that thing into the upper deck the other night.
You're right.
That was a monster home run. And it was a huge home run.
And any Mets fan who's ever watched Mets games and knows anything, we all knew that home run was coming, right? Like, there isn't anybody who said, just please. It was more of a not knowing it's coming. It's a, please, God, don't give him something to hit. You know what I mean? Like, we don't care what happens, but we've seen this story a million times with ex-Mets.
I mean, Harrison Bader, too, though. Well, last night we had Tejon Walker starting for the Phillies, and the Mets killed him.
Did you... With did you hear that the Phillies and and all of them were saying that the Mets they think catching on, know something about the Phillies hitting. Oh, the Mets and they want to say cheating. We know it's not cheating. You're allowed to figure out anything.
The Mets are in the Phillies' heads, Brett. They won 9 in a row. They completely.
You know why that's a joke? Because they were referring back to last year, and they go, you know why that's such a joke? Because if they did, then Harrison Bader would know all the stuff, and he'd be like, oh, guys, it's this.
Yeah,
right. That's why they.
No, they're in their head. They're trying to figure out. They're like, we're not this bad because the Phillies aren't bad. Like, how are they doing this? We can't win in New York, and it's great that the Mets finally have that against a team that's a rival like that, right? It's usually the opposite. Usually the Braves keep rolling over the Mets, or the Phillies had a while where they were just steamrolling the Mets, and we couldn't figure it out. We can't beat them. Now the Mets are winning in Atlanta, and they kill Philly. They kill Philly. It's years now.
But we haven't been beating the teams that we should be beating 2 out of 3, if not.
Marlins kill the Mets. Speaking of that, Marlins kill the Mets. Always.
Marlins, as always, going to be an issue. It's just really tough. Like, it's great to play the good teams like that. It's nice when all of a sudden you're losing games like that to Atlanta. Can't happen. Can't happen. We need to work it out. We're going into Cincinnati soon, or, we got to win the Cincinnati games.
Well, that's a little bit, we feel better about the Cincinnati situation, right? Because now you've got like a 4-5. Cincinnati seems to be, they used up all their gas trying to get to the Mets, and they fell just short, and now they're kind of sliding back down the hill. Because they're like 5 out, right? Mets are 5 up on them, I think.
I think it's like 4.5 or
that's
whatever it is.
That's starting to become a non-issue.
No, but it's more of a the thing is, to me, is that the Mets mindset has changed of a don't let these guys catch us to let's go get the Phillies. Let's go get this division.
Oh, yeah, we're hunting down the Phillies. It's 4, and we're coming. We're coming.
Pre-Philly series, it was let's not get caught. And that's not a good mindset to have, as we've watched the Mets be that team and get caught how many times over the last couple of years. And to now watch and be the team to be in the hunt and to go actually sweep the team that's ahead of you, to make it a race, to make it where you've never even won a game here. And the best part about that win last night is that it gives the Mets the tiebreaker. If this goes to a tie, the Mets win the division now. No matter what.
Yeah, is that really a big deal? How often is there a tie? I think it's more in the NFL, the tie things.
Last year we had this game where it was a tie.
Yeah,
we had to play
game. You're right. But we played the extra game. We played the extra game.
it's not like an important game in Mets history or anything, but
I already forgotten about it.
That's the only relative example I have, even though it was
so
further
now.
wild card.
You guys, if you have anything, if anybody wants to join the show and wants to call in, has anything to say, anybody at all, it's got the QR code right there. Just scan it, hit connect, and you'll be right in here talking to me and Brett. Me, Brett, and you talking some Mets baseball. Now, Marlins tonight. What?
Speaking of Brett's, Mark Vitos, this is getting crazy.
You sleeping, Brett? You sleeping in that shirt too, or did you wear that last time, or is this your first time wearing it?
No, first time wearing this one.
Okay, that's the locked up. Okay, it's a nice one. That's a nice one. Once I figure out this Shopify thing and figure out how to get it done, we're gonna have them on sale.
I put it. I know. I threw it up there on Facebook, so people like this one.
It's gonna be like $15. We're not seven line. We're not killing you with the price. $15. And also we're gonna have just a show station note, whatever it is. We're gonna have Pete Hoffman, WFAN. Pete Hoffman. He's gonna be on one day in the next couple of days. One day. I haven't just texted him before. We haven't set down the date, but Pete Hoffman, you know him for WFAN. He's at every Mets game with Evan, and he does the Rico Bronya podcast with Evan every night or something. They do like we do the pregame, they do the postgame. That's how it works.
Perfect. Oh, I see that. Yeah, I can't do the after. I'm shot. But
I'm usually coming home from the game, trying to make it home. That train is a disaster.
Perfect to have him on the show.
Yeah, he's awesome. He's awesome.
If you have him like a week ago, it would be like so depressing, right? Now
we're gonna get Bob Usler back on. We need to talk to Husler. We need a calming influence on this coming into the final couple weeks. We need a Husler, calm down for us. We're gonna get that going.
And who to expect, who to get hot. He knows, he's got that
inside. He's all in, and he's the positive. We could have used him last week.
No, I need Husler right now to come in and be like, don't you worry, boys. Like Bob, Brett, it's gonna be all right.
Husler's coming
in their worst, like that. You're exactly right.
So we're gonna get Husler. We're gonna have Pete Hoffman, and we got some guests coming up. So, but anyway, tonight Marlins Mets. Right, you got Clay Holmes. Clay Holmes proved me wrong the other night. I have to apologize because I went on there, go get 3 innings, 4 innings, whatever it is. Hit a wall. He went 6, and he was brilliant. And we need it again tonight. The bullpen, Diaz should be available. Right, he didn't have to pitch last night. They didn't really have to go deep in that bullpen. You had Brooks Rally come in the ninth, right, and that was it. Killed it. And that was it. So the bullpen should be refreshed. I think you're going to need the bullpen. I don't see another 6 or 7 innings out of Clay Holmes. What do you got?
All right. Now, regardless of we talked about what we want for Helsley, what do you think actually happens? Do you think tonight,
I think he goes with you. I think he listens to you. He just goes back to him and lets him figure it out. I think he's going to have to let him figure it out. I think you're probably right, but I hate because if we have to sit through another 3-run home run and up 2 runs in the 8th inning, I don't want to do that again. I just think that's so annoying when you're sitting there. And it's a big game. You need to win, and the guy blows it with a 3-run home run.
But the truth is, if you go out and you start putting in these other guys that we know are going to blow it 1 out of the 3 times, you can't, you're right, but it's like, who's the guy then? You have to have a replacement for that. Who are you going to go put in that spot right now? Because now you're out Reed Garrett, Brazaban's wherever Brazabon is, and he's around in the minors.
No, he's not around. He's not on the team anymore. They've officially called up Jonah Tom.
Soto's very effective to lefties.
Soto. That's where you go. You go to Soto.
He's lefty, so we need him in specific situations, which is always going to end up being when our starting pitcher in the 5th or 6th inning is in trouble with guys on. It's going to be Soto, so he's not going to be available in the 8th. You can't bring in one of these guys that we've had and let them blow up the 5th inning.
Someone's got to come in because Clay Holmes is pitching 8 innings today.
But that's the 5th and the 6th. You're right. It's Soto. The 7th is going to be Rogers, and let me tell you, it's gonna be Helsley. I think they just need to turn the fireworks off and the flames before he comes out.
I don't want to hear. Listen, I don't want to hear no. I don't want to be at that sitting in City Field tonight with that regular walkout. Give me the Jewish, the Italian song. Give me that. Give me that. I don't want to hear no Hell's Bells tonight. He doesn't deserve it. He doesn't. If somebody doesn't deserve it, he doesn't deserve it.
You remember when we can talk about the Mets really hit their worst spot of the year just last week, and we talked about get rid of the flip-flop, get rid of the stupid stuff, get rid of the extra stuff. Same thing with him. And the Mets did. If you watch, you haven't seen a flip-flop since then. There's not been a flip-flop out.
No, I didn't like the flip-flop. They tried.
The
mic is our new grimace, right? It's got to be natural. Yes. It's got to be natural.
But the Mets' own little gimmick of their stuff, of focus on baseball, is getting there. And Helsley needs to do the same thing. These Mets have this big opening for him. No. Walk out, be a pitcher. Hard, forget
You don't
about
need
all the
these
other.
walkout songs. And
So
stuff.
they want to. No, me neither. Not, and you can earn it, and we'll get there. But I'm telling you, I have faith in him. I don't think it's a go banish him to wherever. I don't think that's what you do with a guy like him. I think you're gonna need him, and if that's that may be the worst of what you got. We got through it. So let's
Until
now
he
get
proves himself, Helsley should get the subway that they give the opposing team when they do a pitching change. Because first of all, I love that the subway. Give him the subway treatment, and if you want to give him something, but don't be playing hell's bells and this whole bells and whistle. Now, now we covered all the great news, right? Mets sweep the Phillies. They're hunting down the Phillies. 4 back. They're coming. They're gonna make the playoffs. The bad news, of course, is Francisco Alvarez, and the guy can't catch a break. He's down in minor leagues doing a rehab start, and he breaks his pinky, gets hit by a pitch. He says he's going to play again. And yesterday morning, it was like, oh, my God, my thumb. I didn't. It's not even hurt. I can't even feel anything. I'm good to go. I can play tonight. They send him down to the minor leagues. He gets hit with a pitch. He breaks his pinky, on the other hand. So, I don't know. It might just not be in the cards for Alvarez to play again this year, right?
At this point, it's like, he's just going to stick it out. I thought that was going to be the tipping point. Like and I saw it was broken. I actually saw the video, and right after they have him walking out, and his pinky's like that. Yeah,
like, it's broken. It's broken.
Like
There's no way he's going to. He says he's playing. And there's reports like, oh, he's coming back. He's playing. We broke his pinky, Brett. It's going to be 2 weeks, right? 3 weeks.
With the pinky? No, he had the thumb. The thumb, he has the injured, it's injured. The broken.
Well, he already injured the thumb. He broke the pinky. On the other hand, so he's got 2 fingers out, one on each hand.
2 different types of injuries. You're right. I'm sorry, a broken pinky, Bob. It's a useless appendage.
It's not until you break it. Until you break it, and you got to grip something, and you don't have that on the other side. It's the opposite of the thumb, Brett.
Ask your wife if it's useless.
It's useless. It's not useless. I'm telling you. Yeah, I mean, okay. But
pain tolerance. I doesn't care about that, Bob. This is why we invented Toradol and Vicodin.
Broken bones are different though. Like you can't move it, right? Because it physically is broken.
Okay, better. No, you're wrong. You're wrong. It's literally like it. You can just crack a bone, so it's cracked. It doesn't mean the whole thing's displaced and it's in a different spot. It just cracked the bone. It's sitting right next to it. It's whatever. And you are right. It's going to be like arthritic because it's same as Lindor with the toe. He should have taken the time off, right? How can you go run on a broken toe?
Why the rehab starts? Why the rehab starts? Can't we just throw him in? If he's ready to go, he's ready to go, right?
I agree with that when he was hitting in the cage and was fine. I don't think they should have even bothered sending him down. But with this stuff, it's the same as anything, man. It's just going to be pain tolerance. If the guy can squeeze a bat and rip it, and fine. And if you didn't notice, first at bat, he rips a double down the line in his rehab assignment. So it wasn't even his first at bat that he got hit, and he was actually looking good.
He ripped a double, and he played. He's catching too. Why is he catching? Can he at least DH?
Yeah, you're right. No, you're right.
Catch a foul ball or something. Like, come on, he's obviously injury prone at this point. He obviously catches. He's bad breaks, bad luck, and he's injury prone. Just put him in, give him 2 at bats, and be done with it. I don't need him down there. He's a catcher, and he just started to hit for the first time, and now it's a broken thumb, it's a broken pinky. He's catching for Syracuse. Listen, we get it. Syracuse is going to win a championship down there this year, right? Do they even do that? Syracuse could win the NL East if they wanted to.
What's even funnier is, so we're watching, and they have, and this is even better because they had picture day for the Mets 2 days ago. And
I saw it. I saw a picture day, but go ahead.
So they're all up and they're on the risers, and I guess they wanted Francisco Alvarez in for the picture. So they I don't know if they bust him in from Syracuse or what the deal.
They couldn't have busted him. That's a miserable ride.
I'm sure that's not the case. But they have him. So he shows up late. He's literally, they're all up there taking pictures, and he's sprinting out on the field because he's late.
Didn't turn an ankle.
No, I looked over. I go, "You guys kidding me? The guy's on a rehab assignment. He's starting tonight.
Let me ask you this: Why still do the why do the team pictures? Why it's the one where they're all standing there, it's a photographer. It's like a perfect there's no joke about it. It's like a serious picture. Nobody smiles.
It was nice.
Why still do where do you see that? Who sees the team picture besides being in the yearbook? Where is that team picture? And nowhere. Why are we wasting our time?
Have you heard of social media? It's nice.
It's not on social media. Yeah, it's not on social media. I bet you couldn't find that team picture right now if you wanted to on social media.
No, it didn't come out yet. The guy's editing the photos, Bob.
It's not out. It's not out anywhere. Nowhere. Nobody. I haven't seen the Mets team picture. And I laughed when I saw the thing when they were like, Mets team picture day. And I saw it and I go, I haven't seen a team picture like that in 25 years.
Here's guys I have questions for. Who are they in the photo? Ready? I'm gonna give you names. Winker.
Yeah. Yeah, they
Siri.
gotta be. Who?
Siri.
Yeah,
Siri.
probably, right?
In the photo.
They didn't play the
You
game.
want
They
them in the photo.
haven't played a game, but I bet they're in the photo. But like
Okay.
the manager of the assistant manager for the locker room is in the photo.
How messed up that they kept Tong out. Tong's out. Sorry, bud. You're not on the team. McLean.
Okay, McLean. Yeah, McLean should be in it. But hey, listen, and it's the worst photo ever. They're all sitting there. The dead serious. You know what it is? It goes on a wall somewhere in Citi Field, somewhere like in like the tunnel or something. There's all the team pictures. And that's the only place. Nobody sees it. Nobody cares. Why still? You know it takes 2 hours to 3 hours out of the day. You know it does. Right? They have a professional photographer. He's in there. He's setting everybody up. They got to put the hands on the laps and what. It's the worst thing, and nobody ever sees it. Like, let's stop the team picture.
All I know
3 hours of your life you'll never get back.
We've never lost since picture day.
How much you think they pay the photographer? Is it the team photographer?
It is. He's on salary.
It's not okay.
Salary.
So it's the guy who's like taking shots like during the games.
Well, no. It's probably
Joe
like
Art? Is it Joe Art? Is he there telling people the mustache, the muscles? Is he calling them muscles?
No. It's even better. It's even better. It's like it's like probably the same guy who's done it for like 100 years, and they like can't fire him. They're like the pictures come out like they're like the pictures come out, but he's been doing it since '62. And
they
we
do
can't.
The video shots. They get the laser background, and the parents still want the library. The mom, because these guys are only 25 years old. Some of them. Their mom's like, "Get the library. I ordered the library for you. Like, I want the laser."
Bob. It's so different. They can get whatever stadium they want. They can get any stadium. They can get whatever
with the bat on their shoulder, right? And they're sitting on a chair, and they're like, do they do those pictures too? I bet they do. What a waste of time. We're in a pennant race here. We don't need to be taking team pictures.
I think you're wrong. I think that we've just been so good since this team picture.
You haven't seen a team picture in 30 years. Shut up, bro. You haven't seen a team picture in 30 years.
No, Bob. For the bonding, like this team came together at picture day, and you could just see it if you actually cared at all to watch, Bob.
Yeah, because they're laughing at the guy. I saw it. They're all sitting up there. It's the worst. It's the worst. You could do a fun team picture. There are fun team pictures you could do, right? Like if they win, if the Stanley Cup, if the team wins, they're slaying on the ice with the cup there. Awesome team picture. Not these things where they're lined up to height size. They meet the guy, the photographer's moving them around, trying to get the right worst.
It's like the only time it's not embarrassing for the Mets to have his team picture. The embarrassing team pictures are the old teams we used to put out in these pictures. By the time August would come around, you'd be so far back. Like, how embarrassing right now to have that picture for the teams who were like on record pace. Like, you want to miss picture day if you're about to be the record-breaking most losses ever? Like, a couple teams were pretty close for that. For like, recently, you look at the Rockies. Yeah. Go, do you want to miss? Oh, I had the flu. You don't want to be part of the picture day for the worst team.
You don't show up to picture day, but you definitely get in trouble if you do. You definitely get in trouble.
Yeah, no.
Okay, so I mean, listen, it's to me, it just seems stupid to still do these pictures like this, and it's just ridiculous. Like, I'm gonna put one up here for you in a second. I mean, like, where is this picture besides in the yearbook?
Where do you cut off the trainers? Because there's a bunch of trainers and stuff. Like, there's a guy who they were like, sorry, you didn't make the cut.
Yeah, there is, but there's random people in there that you're like, this is ridiculous.
But they're the first guy who they were like, sorry, you got to go ice down Marte's.
Okay, here we go, Brett. Here we go. Here's the 2018 New York Mets team picture right here. Like, look at this. Look, hands on the thing. Like, come on. Come on, who sees that? No, I found it, okay? I was wrong. I found it online. But nobody has looked at this picture since 2018, and it was probably their mothers. Somebody in this picture's mother saw this picture. Besides that, nobody looked at this picture. I mean, come on. What are we doing here? Look at that. And it took an hour to get your hands. Look at the front row.
Harvey right up. You got Matt Harvey.
Oh, it's a nightmare. What a waste of 3 hours of your life. And the photographer, he waits all year for that. He's like, I'm doing the Mets tomorrow. I'm taking the pictures of the Mets tomorrow. Like, come on, let's get our act together. But so the Mets and Marlins. Marlins as of 20 minutes ago. Now I haven't seen, maybe in the last 20 minutes. If somebody saw it, they can let us know. Marlins haven't named the starting pitcher yet. Mets, obviously, it's Clay Holmes. He pitched well last time out. But last I saw was Marlins TBD was the starting pitcher. Who you got? They got somebody?
Just TBA, and then on the other one it says SD. SD. I don't know what that means.
So they don't have a pitcher. So you go to the game tonight, maybe a pitch for the Marlins.
We got it. Adam Mazur, right-handed pitcher, 0-1, 6.35 ERA.
Okay, so he had one rough start.
He has struck out 5 guys this year.
Yeah, because he obviously had one start. He lost it. He gave up 4 or 5 runs, and that was it.
4 runs or so, yeah, in about probably 5 innings, I'd say. And listen, you look at Clay Holmes, man, 11-6, 3.6 ERA.
No, I said Clay Holmes has been good. He just hit the wall.
I know.
I have no issue with Clay Holmes. No issue.
But I feel like, we kind of talked about this earlier, and I feel like when you bring some of these young guys in, and it's like almost like oh, look, I can do it too. And I know it shouldn't be that way, where a guy shouldn't just be able to see somebody else do it and kind of elevate their game a little bit, but it works that way. Look, guys, we can throw 7 innings. Be aggressive, hit the strike zone. Trust your stuff. Don't be these guys. If you watch these Mets games time after time, and you look into the games where it was Clay Holmes, Minaya, and Senga, and when they get into trouble, it's the same thing every time. 5th inning, walking the leadoff batter, giving up little stuff, staying away from the strike zone, and you need to be aggressive. Trust your stuff. You have a good defense behind you. Walking guys, hitting batters, giving up little stuff. It just leads to disaster. And it leads to disaster. And guys like Clay Holmes need to take advantage of these young Marlins teams. Just fill the strike zone today. Let the offense do what the offense does. And listen, man, this is you're right. We need another big performance. I don't want to see another inconsistent, bad performance from Clay Holmes. We need
I have faith in Clay Holmes.
To build on his last
Senga
one.
And then Minaya, not sure. So here's the starting lineup for the night. Tonight's starting lineup: New York Mets versus Marlins. Lindor, Soto, Alonso, Nimmo cleaning things up, Brett. In the cleanup spot in the 4-hole. Vientos the 5. McNeil back at second base. Did you see the throw last night that was it Bohm out in center field made to throw out Soto? That was a great. I was right there. I was sitting out in center field. That was a great throw. Like a wild, great throw to throw him out.
About another one was the Bader throwing out Lindor.
Oh, no, that's the one I'm talking about. That's the one I'm
talking about, right?
Bader throwing
Bader
out Lindor.
Lindor.
Great throw. That was a great throw. I was right there. He was right in front of me where he got it, and he threw a laser. That's the one I'm talking about. Bader throwing out Lindor. Great throw.
Everybody's like, okay, and they're saying that Lindor hustled out of the box, but he actually he kind of was, before he rounded first base, he gave it a I'm gonna be good, not full hustle.
But that was like a Bo Jackson type throw. That was a great play.
Oh, but I understand he's a former teammate from last year, but let's go back to David Wright, Jimmy Rollins, the hatred for Mets Phillies in what is no more of a heated rivalry than you're going to get in this series and the one that's coming up.
You can't do that anymore. You can't run the guy over or spike
him. No. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that Lindor hits that ball. It goes off the wall. Bader throws him out. Lindor right after turns and claps and smiles and he does one of these
sometimes I think Lindor's too nice. Too nice of a guy.
You got over on me, buddy. Oh, how great are you? And I looked over and I saw him do that with Acuna in the Atlanta series.
Yeah. When he's too nice. He's too nice of a guy.
Done with it. You can do that. I'll even let you do it in May, June, July.
And we get it. You're friends, but not there. Not in front of us. I don't want to see it because we don't like the Phillies. We don't like Philly fans. We don't like the Phillies. Our friends are Philly fans. We don't like them. Right? If you have a friend who's a Philly fan, you don't like it when they're playing each other. So just play the role. Play the role.
No, shoot him a text after. No problem. But when I see that they don't really have that little fire, and that's what let me tell you. And when I look at the Mets, do you know what the biggest problem with the Mets are? Nobody is scared of the people.
Mets,
they're not like
Mets been needing to hit somebody in the back of the head, in the back of the dead in the middle of the numbers for 5 years. Mets don't hit nobody. Mets are always the most hit team in baseball.
They are a bunch of nice guys. They love to talk to Pete Alonso. Guess what? That is not the case for the Phillies. When they get up there and Harper's there, nobody's I'm not saying he's not a nice guy, but Schwarber and Real Muto, those guys are nasty. Bohm,
how have you not thrown one in the middle of Bohm's back after that garbage you pulled the other night? I mean, come on. And I blame the umpires as much as I do Bohm for that, for letting that thing go 20 minutes. What are you doing? But Bohm, he gets 6-0. Throw it in the middle of his back. He's not going to get hurt. He'll get the message. Maybe we get a fight. Maybe what's wrong with a fight? Get a little bit of a fight. Doesn't have to be an 86 Mets bar fight. But how about clearing the benches? Show them we don't like you guys because the fans don't like them.
think that it's okay. Like you can throw us out, and we smile and nod and say, "You did so good, buddy. My old buddy did so good getting me out
Don't
of second base."
sit there and talk about the microphone that's been there for the last 5 years that you've been playing in this ballpark. You've played here many, many times. The microphone has not changed positions. I was sitting right next to the microphone last night, Brett. Right, like literally 2 seats from the microphone.
That's on.
I can see everything.
That's on the grounds. That's on the ground rules. You talk about that before
garbage.
the game.
Garbage.
Listen. You're a major league umpire. You better have something. You better have that down and know what's going on and know how to be like tell a player to shut up. And play
what are you gonna say? We gotta give him another bat. It's there.
Yeah. No,
they don't take it down when the Mets get up, Brett. They don't take it down when the Mets get up.
So did you see it with Taijuan Walker? You saw it last night where they moved Beatty out of the box. So there was something happened. Okay, so that it's one of those things.
I couldn't tell at the game. I couldn't tell when I was at the game. What happened?
So it was Marte was in the on deck circle and he was pretty close. So Marte comes up to bat. Now Beatty's in the on deck circle and he's pretty close. And Taijuan Walker starts being like, "I can see him when I'm pitching." And the ump.
But first of all, why are you so close? You're going to get yourself killed. One of those guys are going to get killed one day.
But it's pretty rare to push him back, but it just shows you that the Mets are in their head.
It's so in their head. It's so in their head.
It's going on. And when that happens, and you look what happened right after that, it was like it's a big inning. And the Mets, and you have to realize Mets fans can forget, like Taijuan Walker was one of our guys. You know, we know Taijuan Walker. Mets know what he throws. We know what he pitches. We are not scared to face Taijuan Walker at all.
But they like to get behind them so they can see the movement. That one of those guys are going to get killed one day. I'm telling you, they get so close. I wouldn't get that close. I wouldn't get it. And some of them are so close, and it's just like the batting circle. Obviously, the batting circle is this tiny little thing. Nobody stands in the batting circle. But I agree with it. For that one, I could live with because they should be. Sometimes they're behind the umpire, Brett.
It's very rare you see the ump even say a word about it.
Yeah, because you want to go there and get yourself killed. That's your business. So the bottom of the lineup, Beatty. Does Beatty boot one tonight? Mullins and Senga. I think Senga catches tomorrow night too, which I would have catched Torrens tonight because Torrens is hot, has a hot bat. He's swinging a hot bat. He's done well. You know Senga's going to catch against with McLean because he's probably caught him in the minors forever, and you know he's going to catch probably with Tong.
It looks like he's McLean's private catcher.
Of course he is because they've been playing together forever.
Don't think that. And I don't know this,
with Tong.
But
I don't know if he's played with Tong. I say that.
I don't think they're gonna even because they can't do 2 guys. You can't hitch 2 guys to the wagon. I can give you one.
But Torrens is hidden.
No, when it comes to I'm with it. You can play him for that reason, but you can't have it going forward with the question mark that is Alvarez to have Senga pigeonholed in that lineup 2 out of 3 of your playoff games if he doesn't have a bat.
Yeah, fair. I don't think he's played with Tong though. Tong I think was behind him.
Yeah. If it doesn't go well with Torrens, then it goes well with Senga. Then you have an answer. Because
Torrens is Mike Piazza the last couple of games he's played. Doubles, home runs. He's all over the place. He's hitting everything.
Throwing guys out. And so
So is Senga, though. Senga can throw guys out.
But Senga, I mean, he all of a sudden is hitting the ball, and he coming through with some nice bunt the other day, which was the spurring that entire inning, that bunt. First Taijuan Walker, who's typically a very good at fielding his position.
The Senga's good. I like Senga. He's a good backup. Torrens is even better. And you know what? Torrens is they were both better than Alvarez for most of the season. I know Alvarez's potential is obviously
no. And right now, you cannot deny when you see someone like Vientos turn it on or Alvarez turn it on. It is right in front of you. You don't deny it. You put them in the lineup every day. And Alvarez is still there, even with the broken fingers. He showed up in his first at bat and ripped one down the line. They showed up in his batting practice like, this guy looks incredible. We should have never put him down there, first of all. And I'm telling you, he's going to be back. He's going to be back sooner than you think. And Cowboys trade Micah Parsons to the Packers. Oh, my God. That just
that was coming. He's been asking to be traded for a month. They've been trying to work it out, and then they just can't work it out. But that's next week, Brett. That's next week.
Yeah, sorry.
You got to get ready for Brett Favre. I'm still calling him Brett Favre. Aaron Rodgers coming in.
I'm not worried about Aaron Rodgers.
Week one.
Jets are in trouble this year. We'll get into how much trouble the Jets.
Mets, Marlins tonight. We got to listen. They're all must wins, right? Who are the Phillies playing? I didn't look. Where are the Phillies? Night off? Day off? What the Phillies look? Do you know? We should know this. We should know who the Phillies are playing like the rest of the year. Like we shouldn't be looking at this stuff, and it's my fault too. But Mets, Marlins. Who the Phillies got?
I don't even have it yet. I thought I did. Nothing good. There we go. Braves at Phillies. So they're at home.
Let's go. Oh.
Karate chop.
Mets, Marlins, Braves, Phillies
Better.
in
Go play
Philadelphia.
the Brewers.
You got Quantrill. You got Quantrill and Nola pitching. So count on a Phillies win tonight. Nola's pitching. He's a good pitcher. He's pitching against Quantrill. Paul Quantrill is a good pitcher himself, but the Phillies are better. So that means tonight you got to win. You can't drop back down to 6 again. Got to keep it within 5. Mets, Marlins, Clay Holmes. Clay Holmes on the mound for the Mets against TBD. No. We got the guy. What's his name? He's a TBD. He's TBD. So here we go. Going for 4 in a row. That one against the Braves, Brett, that killed us too. That last game against the Braves, what a disaster.
That was really. No,
we're there. We need a bad loss.
You know what? We want to get the Braves hot now. We got them hot to play the Phillies.
Yeah, let's hope so.
Yeah, let's go.
Mets, Marlins from Citi Field, 710 SNY, 880 Odyssey. Keith Rad, Howie Rose. From the Brian Gunzel Studios, I'm Bob Walters. He's Brett Grasso. See ya.